Imagine a cube-shaped building so large, it could fit in 20 Empire State Buildings and still some space left inside it. Now imagine it's not just empty building, but a complete city. A city where deserts transform into holographic oceans, where skyscrapers spiral into artificial skies, and where 250,000 people vanish into a digital wonderland. This is the Saudi Arabia's proposed plan for their next mega project Mukaab. The largest building ever conceived, not by height, not by width, but by sheer suffocating volume. A cube so colossal it rewrites the rules of engineering and sanity. If you are wondering that this is impossible to build, or these renderings are just for stunts, then you are wrong, because the construction of Mukaab is already started. They've ripped 10 million tons of sand from the ground, enough to bury Paris. And this is just the beginning. The Saudis are promising that it'll be done by 2030, but here's what they're not telling you. The holograms and technology they are showing in rendering and pictures doesn't even exist yet. The money's running out. And the world's top engineers are calling this a suicide mission. So are you ready to witness the unfolding saga of ambition versus reality? This isn't just a building, it's a countdown. And when the clock hits 0, either history is made or everything dies. This is the construction war you've never seen. Smash the subscribe button and get ready, because by the end, you'll question if humanity has gone too far. At the heart of Saudi Arabia's new downtown, in Riyadh's ambitious new Murabba district, lies the project known simply as the Mukaab, the Arabic word for cube. This is not your everyday skyscraper. Standing at a staggering 400 meters tall and 400 meters wide, this colossal cube is designed to be the largest building in the world by volume. By design, it will dwarf current giants like the Boeing Everett factory and redefine what we think of as modern architecture. Let's break down the numbers. Picture a cube where every side measures 400 meters. To put that into perspective, you could easily fit 20 Empire State Buildings inside it and still have ample room to explore. The Mukaab isn't just about sheer size, it's planned to be a marvel of engineering with an integrated 400-meter wide structure, a continuous footprint of innovation, and a promise to reshape urban life in Riyadh. What makes the Mukaab truly breathtaking isn't solely its size. Imagine stepping into a space where your surroundings transform from a deep-sea wonderland to a Martian landscape, or even a scene from your favorite fantasy epic, all through a mesmerizing array of holograms. At its core, a spiral tower will rise, hosting restaurants, cinemas, and hotels that are expected to rival some of the world's greatest landmarks in both scale and ambition. To add even more intrigue, the design includes towers at each of the cube's corners, each packed with guest rooms, offices, and leisure facilities. A complex network of basements is planned to provide an extra 350,000 square meters of usable space. And let's not forget the roof, envisioned as a sprawling garden that brings nature back into balance amid the futuristic urban sprawl. In total, the entire structure is expected to accommodate up to 250,000 people, turning it not just into a building, but into a self-contained urban ecosystem. No project of this magnitude moves forward without visionaries behind it. Michael Dyke, the CEO of the project, has described the Mukaab as unbelievable, even calling it the most complex engineering challenge we've ever faced. With such grand ambitions, the success of the Mukaab is seen as a cornerstone of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030. The project's timeline reads like a roller coaster of ambition and skepticism. It was initially introduced in early 2023, met with raised eyebrows and disbelief. Many saw it as a stunt, an engineering exaggeration rather than a tangible future landmark. However, by late 2024, construction had begun, and recent satellite images show promising progress. The challenge now is ensuring that this bold plan can transition from dazzling renderings to a physical structure that stands the test of time. The project demands innovative engineering solutions that push current technology to its limits. For example, the integration of a massive holographic dome requires advances in visual display technologies that aren't readily available today. Alongside technical challenges, funding stands out as a critical hurdle. The entire new Murabba development is estimated to cost around $50 billion. So far, only about 10% of that, roughly $3.6 billion, has been raised through the Saudi Public Investment Fund. With substantial gaps remaining, international investors are being courted to complete the financial puzzle. As one renowned Middle Eastern studies scholar noted, the finances are not yet fully secured, underscoring the high stakes involved. Even with these financial and technical challenges, the project's promoters remain undeterred. Skeptics argue that such audacious constructions often end up as dazzling concept art rather than functioning realities. Yet history shows that many world-renowned structures evolved in phases. The Mukaab may well follow this pattern. There's growing speculation that we might first see a phase 1 of the project, with the outer cube taking shape and essential services becoming operational in time for global events like Expo 2030 and even the FIFA World Cup in 2034. Returning to our monumental subject, let's take a moment to look at the evolving site of the Mukaab. Recent satellite imagery has provided a fascinating glimpse of the construction progress. Just months after the announcement, excavations revealed a clear outline matching the cube's planned 400-meter sides. By late 2024, these initial foundations had expanded into full-scale trenches supported by temporary bridges designed to move heavy equipment seamlessly across the construction site. In one striking image, you can see rows of excavators at work, a fleet of around 900 workers, and over 250 machines, making the impossible a bit more tangible every day. Looking ahead, many experts believe that the Mukaab could herald a new era of modular and phased construction projects. Similar to how the Boeing Everett factory or even iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower have evolved over decades, the Mukaab might initially debut with its fundamental structure intact, while later phases introduce the immersive holographic environment and other high-tech features. Michael Dyke has hinted at a Phase 1 target culminating by 2030, paving the way for an expanded Phase 2 and future additions as technologies catch up with his ambitious vision. Behind the impressive cranes and bulldozers is a cadre of engineers, architects, and visionaries united by one goal: to build not just a structure, but a landmark that will define a generation. They're working on creating design models that will incorporate adaptive technologies, allowing the cube to evolve as new innovations become viable. This adaptability could set a precedent for future megastructures around the world, merging ambitious design with practicality and scalability. So, where do we stand today? It may seem like the Mukaab is stuck in a tug-of-war between dreams and reality. On one hand, you have a design that challenges all previous notions of construction engineering. On the other, you face real-world challenges of financing, logistics, and technological limitations. But remember, history is littered with instances where today's impossible quickly becomes tomorrow's baseline. The skyline of any major city is a testament to human ambition that once faced similar odds. In many ways, the Mukaab is more than just a building. It symbolizes a bold shift in how cities might be built in the future, integrating entertainment, retail, and living spaces into one cohesive ecosystem. As new urban centers rise, projects like this will likely serve as models for sustainability, technological integration, and innovative financing. For the people of Riyadh, and indeed the whole world, this endeavor is a tangible reminder of how far innovation can drive progress. The schedule set by the developers is aggressive, aiming to have the core downtown and by extension the Mukaab completed by 2030. With major events such as the World Expo and the FIFA World Cup on the horizon, every day counts. It's a race against time that is as much about demonstrating technical prowess as it is about generating investor confidence. Before we wrap up, let's pose the bigger questions. Will the Mukaab redefine urban living, setting a new standard for megastructures worldwide? Can Saudi Arabia overcome the significant hurdles of technology, investment, and logistics to complete this monumental project on time? Or will the project's scale and ambition ultimately stand as a monument to what might have been? Tell us your thoughts in comment section. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to stay updated on every twist and turn of the Mukaab's journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next epic update on projects that are rewriting the rules of construction. Until then, keep dreaming big and building even bigger. Thanks for watching.